Okay. Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, March the 16th, the day before St. Patrick's Day. Woo-hoo. And we've got to get time for get our green beer.
Doesn't matter the color of the beer as long as it's beer.
As long as it's beer.
We don't discriminate.
So that, and today we are going to be working on the subject of I am. We're going to be continuing with our subject of I am. So Forrest, would you like to take it away?
Yes, thank you. Well, I'd like to welcome everyone to this group, understanding that I am. Remember when I said at the beginning that when we say I am, it's putting into manifestation whatever we put behind it. So we thank God for giving us this gift of I am. And so as we get started, I would ask Harriet if you can start us with a prayer.
Be glad to. Let us take a moment, take in a full, deep, cleansing breath, clearing away all of the negativity, thoughts of poverty. Wait. Back up. Taking in all the positivity. Blessing us with positivity, wellness, and abundance. Excuse me. And as we go through this session today, let us learn things that will help us to be better individuals, better able to help our brothers and sisters seeking the path to spirituality, and know that we are the children of the Creator. And so it is.
And so it is.
Well,
about 15 years ago,
excuse
I was living in Florida, and I was able to meet this guru who gave me this literature that I'm going to be sharing with you today about I am. And he said to me, he says, Forrest, I'm giving you this because it's a gift that I'm giving you from God because you're called, because I know one day you'll be using this with your ministry. Not understanding anything about ministry, not understanding about what I would be doing with ministry or anything, but he gave me this gift because he said it was something that he was giving to me as a gift from a prophet. So I'm grateful that I can share with you. So, Andre, can you tell us what Andre means for you? What's your understanding with I am, Andre? Andrew?
Yeah, my standing, my definition of I am.
Yes.
And what it means to me is it cements me. It holds me to this ground. It puts me in a point in time in this reality that I'm in, that I have to survive in and live and learn in, and begin to understand my surroundings on not only just who I am, but the people who are around me, the experiences that may come, whether are good or bad. It depends on me being who I am, and who I am can be a multifaceted of personalities between myself. I can be Andre. Everyone also knows me as I can be T-Man.
Okay.
I have different, I have different names for who I am, but who I am is still the same person, still the same being, and will produce the same light.
Thank you. So now I'm going to say this prayer. Again, I'm reading this literature, and it's called the Daily Prayer. Oh God, I bless thee for this magnificent presence of life, which enables me to be in my mind, body, and spirit. I thank you deeply for the presence of life, which folds within itself all things. I am grateful to life for all it is and contains. I cannot move without this presence. I love thee for the presence of life, which enables me to move with my spirit. I am the presence of life. I'm the action of life. I'm the action of life. I'm the love of life. I'm the glory of life. I am the victor of life. I am the wisdom of life. And with this I am, we can always say whatever we desire in life. For example, I am now receiving abundance to me mentally, emotionally, and financially. And with this financially, what we call depositing things into the bank account of God, which enables me to be a millionaire. Because every day I'm putting in deposits. And as we continue to put in deposits, it's prayer to help people, to give to people, to a stranger, to a homeless person, making sure that if we have any money, that the money that doesn't belong to us, it belongs to God. God gives us this money that we can also be able to give to other people. So Penny, can you give us a prayer, Penny?
Sure. Let's just center ourselves, allow ourselves to be rooted and grounded in love. We know that there is only one source, this eternal source, always was and always will be. And while this entirety of the source is only blessing, only good, only light, only love, and only life, we know that we are filled, each and every individualized aspect of personality that is on this call, all throughout this world. It is filled with that same source. And as we stand firm in this source, we recognize and realize that each and every one of us is operating through the best and highest good of us, of this source. And as we realize this, we understand that it is by our own conscious will, it is our own conscious love, it is our own faith that extends the consciousness that is of the source. So that when I encounter a friend, a brother, someone who might consider themselves an enemy, I extend this light, love, and energetic force through my expression, through my words, through my thoughts. I know the vibrational tones that come from my mouth are the healing factor that that individual may need, because it is the healing factor that I am receiving at the moment. And as we stand firm in this knowledge, we just be so grateful, just have so much gratitude of the, first of the hidden love that's in us. And it has been there since the beginning of time, and it will always be who we are. But the more and more we express it, the more and more we accept it, the more and more we understand it, the more and more we live it, it demonstrates and displays itself, not only to us, but also to the world. And that is the thing that we release. We release this power. We release this dynamic energy and we allow the frequencies and the vibrations of this dynamic love to express itself throughout all the world. And we know that every time we step, a seed is planted. Every time we speak, a seed is planted. Every time we move and breathe, a seed is planted. And then it will reveal a wonderful harvest for each and every one of us. And with that we say, and so it is.
Beautiful, thank you. So now I'm going to do something. I'm going to sing a song, and when I'm going to do a song, I'm going to say I am, and then I'm going to say the person's name, and I want you to tell me what you desire that you want in your life. For example, I am, 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 I am. I am, I am, I am, I am in the light of God. I am in light for you. I am, I am, I am for you. Today we give you love each day. Carry out what is it that you desire. Harriet, what is it that you desire in your life today?
A peaceful world, peace within my heart, and peace within with everyone, to see love in the faces of everyone that I meet and talk to. Just peace.
Just peace, that's beautiful. I am, I am for you today. I am, I am, I am in the fight for you today is Christ and the will of the universe. I am, I am, I am, I am today. We will say, I am for you today. Andrew, what is it that you desire? Andre?
I desire nothing. I will piggyback off of Miss Harriet. I would like peace, but I desire nothing.
Beautiful. I am today. We will say, I am for you this day. We will give to you. The universe hears our call, and he will answer it right now. And we will say to you with the strength of believing with faith, I am in you today. Any?
I desire continual financial abundance.
For you, all things we say is now in the place of God to say it is done. All things that we have called, I am for you today. We will say, well, it is done right now, for I have said yes to the calling. I am. The greatest thing that happened to me was many things that happened to me. Being a cancer survivor, mental illness, substance abuse, HIV, all these things that happened to me, it was for my good. But the greatest gift I got in my life was when I was on life support. And when I was on life support, And as they were pulling me off life support, I shouted Jesus. And Jesus said, now, Forrest, go out to the world to share your story about all these things that happened to you. But it happened to me that one day I can tell someone these things that happened to me, you also can come through it. So if we have the will to say it is done, we will speak as it does. It is done. A lot of times say, oh God, please help me, instead of saying God has helped me. Instead of saying I want it, say I got it. And so when we take the strength to say, answer to you, the calling, it is done. And we say in I am, it is done. Penny, what does the Bible say about I am?
Well, we had just mentioned a couple of weeks ago where, in in Exodus, where God describes himself, and that's how he described himself, as I am. But, when we think about Jesus, when he talked about himself as I am in John, I believe it was chapter 10, and I got my Bible around here somewhere. In all of his I am statements, he talks about himself as being the light of the world, and that we too are like him as the light of the world. So when he mentions himself as I am, he mentioned himself as being the light of the world. Several other things, but I do remember he was saying that he is the light of the world.
Beautiful, beautiful. Andre, can you tell us about your necklace that you're wearing, Andre? It's beautiful. What does that symbol for you mean today that you're wearing with your necklace, Andre?
Oh, today, my ankh,
Yes.
it is the Egyptian symbol for life. I just got it. I'm still charging it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it has my birthstones in it. It has my garnet that I have been looking for, as far as the stone for, to know where I am in my walk, and understanding who I am in my birth. It has sunstone, and definitely, of course, it has quartz, and of course, it's wrapped in copper, which is a cleanser. So it's the symbol originally is the symbol for life. It's more of a cross in so many different fashions. It's a protection. It's about however you feel to be free
Mhm.
on how you believe in the wholeness of however you believe. So if you are in a feminine aspect, you can see it from the point of, this is the woman's oval. Here
Mhm.
is,
Mhm.
here are the anatomies of a woman. Here is where a baby comes from,
Okay.
the womb. These are your excuse me, ladies, your fallopian tubes. Here's the birth canal. So it's coming down from that point of view. It's also a key, so you can look at it for a key of knowledge. So it has so many different meanings, but it's all, to me, the meaning of a truth and a wisdom, and really with it having the stones in it and the crystals that I'm kind of working with, they're grounding me. Again, it's putting me into a frequency where I can control my energy and how I choose to disperse it, and how I choose to birth energy.
Well, beautiful. I can tell you, I'm seeing it, and I'm here far away, but I tell you, it shows some great strength in you. So I'm glad that you're wearing that to be connected to who you are, because I believe that you're a beautiful man first and foremost. With your knowledge, that you believe in all things, you know a lot of knowledge. So I'm so happy that you're part of our group, because we need that strength, and you give us that strength. So I want to say thank you.
Thank you
So
too,
Penny,
brother.
I
Right
would like
back
to ask
at
you,
you.
Penny. Say it again.
I said right back at you, brother.
Thank you, thank you. So Penny, I want to ask you, Penny. So when you started this group and started your group, how did you connect your group to I Am, Penny?
Well, I knew that there were many people who are metaphysicians, whether they recognize it, whether they call themselves that, whether whether they were just curious by it. And that's the main thing about metaphysics, is that we metaphysicians, we want to align ourselves with that Christ consciousness, with that with source,
Okay.
with creation, and to accept the responsibility of being I am. And that was one of the main things that I wanted to share. And I wanted to
Okay.
walk through, and I wanted to learn on my own, and I just wanted other people who could help come along with me, help keep me accountable. Also
Okay.
people would also enjoy this same type of lifestyle.
Okay, beautiful. So Penny, can you explain to people that may on this phone today, when we talk about spirituality, if I may ask you, because you're a minister and you may have this knowledge. So we talk about God as one, right? And we talk about us being a spiritual being. So tell us the difference between spirituality and religion, Penny.
Yeah, well, religion is that it's like the bumper rails, the guardrails that keep us focused in our essential spirituality. So if your whatever your religion is, it's that thing that gives you boundaries to stay focused, to help you stay focused in your chosen sense of spirituality. So religion in itself is not a bad thing, which a lot of people are saying now. Religion is not a bad thing. Religion is good if you are using it properly. Because religion is here to help guide us and steer us in the in that set mind, that set course, where I can be still in my sense of spirituality, because we are all spirit. But spirit in itself is ether. Spirit is
Okay.
vapor. Spirit is effervescent. Spirit is limitless. So sometimes within, when we need a focus so that we can ground ourselves, we come into a religion, and we learn within that religion all of the senses. Senses, when I say senses, I mean astral, physical, emotional, and mental. All those senses that will help us maintain this sense of the idea of where we're going.
Okay.
So if I am a part of the Christian religion, then I am focused on the teachings of Jesus.
Okay.
If I am focused in the Buddhist religion, I am focused on the teachings of Buddha. So those are some things that just help me stay focused and help me stay grounded in where I'm not everywhere all at once.
Okay.
So that's the difference between religion and spirituality. Some of it, because we're all spiritual beings, all
Okay. Okay.
but religion
Okay.
religion can help us stay focused. It's important to not to let your religion be your God. And that's
Okay.
where things can, be a little confusing and
Okay.
harmful.
Okay. So I'm going to read something, Andre, and I want to tell you, can you explain what this means? If I ask you. I adore thee for all the experiences that life has given me this day, in the past, in past lives, and through the centuries. Again, I adore thee for all the experiences that life has given me this day, in the past, in past lives, and through the centuries. So Andre, can you explain us what that means as being spiritual beings?
I can give you an interpretation of what I think.
Yes.
And
Yeah, so what you think about that? Mm-hmm.
Where I look at it from that point of view of what that's being said is who,
Yes.
I'm not sure of who the writer is, but what they're
Mhm.
explaining is they have experience and understand that this is not the only time and not the only world and not the only spirituality at this point in time that is one that will all make sense. So it's the writer is speaking from a point of view of being gracious for the knowledge that comes to us, even when we do not know where the knowledge comes from first, being the strong being that we have come from a past tense to becoming who we are now. And that could be a new being as far as someone who has not been here before or someone who has not been here for a long time. You know, it's new knowledges and new experiences to be grateful and gracious of and be able to what's the word I'm looking for, to birth,
Okay.
you know, to manifest and make, you know, a happening, which is something that I think we were studying last week, which is you know, we all have that. Once again, with I am, we all have that talent to do what we want to do, but it's our miscreation. Instead of thinking of it of a miscommunication, it can be a such thing as a miscreation where we created something for the reasons that we thought would benefit us, but they hurt others. So it's a balance again, and it's a understanding, and it's a walk. You know, I think it's a speaking of life on how you choose to walk through life as well. So many meanings.
Okay, good. So Andre, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm going around and ask each one of us the same question. So Andre, what is your purpose in life today?
Just today?
Any day, anytime. What is your purpose in life in this earthly journey?
Well,
If it's talking about past lives and
I'm
centuries.
teasing a little
So
bit. I'm teasing a little bit, but as far as
that's
today,
okay.
my purpose in life is to be the man that I'm supposed to be, to set an example, to make sure that things are
Mhm.
where they need to be, to make sure that things have a follow through, as well as to plan for things that are coming. So my plan today as my plan as every day, to be the king of my castle, because I get to be that.
Okay. For speaking from a messenger, which I love to be the messenger with prophecy, God saying, well done. Harriet, what's your purpose in life?
You're muted, just in case you're, yeah.
Ooh, Harriet, muted.
I was thinking,
Oh, okay.
Take your time.
um, my purpose in life is, I feel is, and I think this is what the Creator means for all of us, really, not just me, but to teach and train the next generation how to be the very best that they can be in order to make this world a better place. And in doing so, we try to make it better, or try to leave it better than what we found it.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's wonderful. Penny, what is your purpose in life?
Well, that is a really profound question. But I think my purpose in life is just simply to love and to be that expression of source. To be an expression of creation. I want people to be able to see, when they see me, they see the Father. That's what Jesus said, to know that when they see me, they see the Father. So, the Father and I are one. And I am filled with that essence. And that's what I am, I am intending to show. So yes, love.
Okay, beautiful. Well, this next thing.
Well, what about you? What's your purpose?
I'm going to say it right now. Here goes. It says, I bless thee for the presence of life, which flows to me, the filling world, to heal, encourage, inspire, and protect mankind today forever. So my purpose is now just to invest and get to other purpose, just like what you said, love, strength, and happiness. And with my calling, it comes through because it's my truth that I live every day. Here's an example. I was working at this store the other day. I'm not working there anymore. Well, while I was working there, I asked her, I said, would you mind coming outside for a minute? And she said, sure. So she came outside and I prayed for her. And she says, Forrest, how do you know all this stuff about me? I said, because I don't know you. I'm just the messenger. And so I realized while I was at that place, I had to come there to meet her. So God allows me to be exactly where he wants me to be. Not saying, let's do it in front of people, let's go outside. But when I was outside to give her this message, she got the message and now she moved on. And she called me, she says, Forrest, everything you said came true. And I had people come back to me in the past and say, Forrest, everything you said would happen to me, happened to me. So again, I love being a messenger and I don't take it lightly, but I don't take it in front of people because I don't want to be, in front of people. I don't want to lose my job. But more importantly, I was able to meet her that particular day while I was there. So while I was there, I said, God, thank you for allowing me to be there to meet her. So God will put us where he wants us to be. What we have. So again, I want to say congratulations. What you do in your life as a father and as a friend of people with knowledge, God, spirit. So I am saying to you, done. So one of us on this call, we came here to get a message today. Everyone, it's continually spread your love, spread your joy.
Breaking up a little bit for us.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you now.
So what I was saying, for each one of us, we have gifts that we can share love and we can share to people. And so we are the example, because God is saying on us, the light that's in us comes through us, because in the darkest places we come through, we are his light. And it continues to encourage each one of you to continually let your light shine.
You might need to cut your camera off.
Yeah. You keep breaking up when you.
Yeah.
Now,
you got an internet devil on you, brother. You keep trying to make.
We can't.
You got every time you try to make that point, it break up, so we can't hear you.
Is that better? Is that better?
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. What I'm saying is, can I go back?
Uh-huh.
I'll speak slowly. How about that?
Yeah, you might need to cut your camera off.
Okay, let's see.
That often helps.
Let's see. How can I? 1 second. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. what I was saying to each one of you and everyone on this phone call, we are his light. And as our light continues to shine, let your light shine so brightly wherever you go. And when you can spread your love of happiness and love, it will come to manifestation back to you. God says, whatever you put out will come back to you. If it's negative, that negative will come back to you negative. If it's happiness, that happiness will come out to you with happiness. And what I walk with my light, it shines so brightly that I can be the example of Christ within me and God within me and God within us, that we can be, like Penny said, the example. And what Harriet was saying, with her strength, she understanding that she can also help someone that is in need. So I want to share each and every one of you to be the example of I am, and in I am, we're made in his image. So Penny, can you tell us what it means, made in the image of God, for your interpretation, Penny?
Yeah, for my interpretation, being made in the image, it is being that all of the attributes of creation, love, creation itself, oneness, unity, wholeness, truth. Those are, for me, that's what the image of God is that we are, when people see us, they will recognize us by what we look like. And if we look whole, if we look lovely, if we look, consistent, those are the things that, what I believe that is the image of God. Because I mean, when you look outside, we see God all the time. I mean, God comes in here in this area in 4 seasons. All my life, I have had an experience of 4 seasons. So that's consistency. That's assurance. That's dependability. So that is how I can imagine or image creation to be. So that is that's my explanation of being in the image of God.
Okay. Same question to you, Andre. What is the made in the image of you, Andre? If it says I am, what is made in the image? What does that mean for you, Andre? Andrew?
It's Andre. Yeah.
Andre, excuse me.
Yeah.
Great question. It's, once again, it's big. I mean, everything, and I'm gonna go scientific with this, metaphysical a little bit, but everything that the universe has created, everything that we covenant, from whether be from water to gold to carbon, we are made of. We, our anatomies of the bodies that we in, understandably that we are a mental being, but the process that it took to make a body that has everything in the universe and it experiences everything that a universe experiences, and then the conscious part of us, which is mind, or however we want to put it, experiences the outside world. To be made in the image of a creator who can do and be and see and feel all is a responsibility to me. Not in a bad way. Most likely, we look at responsibility as like, oh man, it's something that I have to do, but you don't have to tell a polar bear to raise its children and protect its children. You don't have to tell a whale to, guide with a pack. So it's a it's a responsibility that we have a choice also, in that image that we have been given something above someone else is, yes, a gift, but also with that gift is a responsibility. So I look at it as a point of view that we can react the way that we know we can react, and we can react in a different way that will soften certain situations. It just, once again, it depends on the path that you chose. And I think that's what I am is, and what it means is it's having all the knowledge in the world, but yet still having the responsibility to know what to do with it.
Beautiful. Now the next thing we says is, beloved, mighty I am presence. Fill my wallet with the limited supply of money that I require to use for the light. This is forever. Again, beloved, mighty I am presence. Fill my wallet with the limitless supply of money I require to use for the service of the light. Harriet, what does that mean for you? Fill my wallet with the limitless supply of money I require to use for the service of the light. This is forever self-sustained. What does that mean for you, Harriet?
That's-
Hello?
Up
You-
here.
Harriet, did you get it?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna say you're coming in really low.
For
Oh,
me?
no, I was thinking,
Okay.
it means that I have been given a responsibility, and that with that responsibility comes caring, love, and carrying out that responsibility to the best that I can do it, so that everything and everyone around me will benefit from what I have been given the stewardship of.
Okay, go ahead. He finished?
Yeah, because that was a really heavy question, and I had to think about that,
Okay.
because I mean, what have I been given the responsibility of? And if I have been given the responsibility of having a huge bank account, it's not just for me, it is for me to use for the benefit of my environment. And when I say environment, that includes the trees growing outside, the people that I come in contact with, everybody really, and everything that is in this world.
Okay. Now we're going to go around and ask each person the same question. Starting with you, Harriet. What are you grateful for? What do you have great gratitude and gratefulness today in your life?
The thing that I am
Penny.
most grateful for is that I woke up this morning and I was able to breathe, and I'm able to be on this call with all of you. That's the thing that I am most grateful for. I am grateful for each and every day that I wake up.
It's beautiful. It's always about being in the now. It's to live in the I am presence, to be in the moment. The greatest gift that I have in my life today is being on this phone call, because I'm we can only hope for a better future. But what God tells me, way of being in the now, the moment is a great gift that I have, is being in the now, that we can share our words, our knowledge, our input, everything that's given to us is a gift. So I'm getting a great gift from every one of you. So, Andre, what is the thing that you're most grateful for in your life, Andrew?
um, most grateful for family, structure, to be able to understand love from so many different points of view. I'm grateful to be able to, to understand that part of the task of me being here right now is to understand how people react to emotions and just love one another. So so I'm grateful for having the discipline for grandmothers and grandfathers, aunts, uncles, cousins to be able to show me how to love and understand what that means.
Okay, thank you very much. Penny, what are you grateful for in your life today?
Well, I was just sitting
Most
here
grateful.
thinking, trying to think of something different from everybody else.
Okay, no, take your time.
And I
Yours,
really
yours
don't
is
have
your own
anything
story.
different from anybody else. I think the main thing that I am grateful for is, first of all, just simply life. I woke up this morning and I got my grandson off to school and he was having a great morning. So that was something to be grateful for. I have so much gratitude for each and every one of you all who come in and help me grow in my spiritual awareness and in my consciousness. I'm really grateful for my ancestors who put me on this path, that put me on a path where it is acceptable to grow in my own spiritual consciousness. Nobody said that, you gotta stay a Catholic or you gotta be a Baptist, you gotta join this church and stay here. No, and that's not the family that I came in. Everybody was very spiritually adventurous and they allowed everyone to seek, to be seekers. And so I'm really grateful for all of my ancestors and all of the people that I was able to sit down and ask questions to and ask questions of and the answers that they received and that I received, and it's just beautiful. So and the same for my grandchildren, who seek me and ask me questions about spirituality and want to know, is it okay if they worship this way, if they think that way? Sure. So all of these are things that I'm just grateful for life in general.
Beautiful. Well, what I'm most grateful for, I kind of go back to what Andrea said, it's family. I was talking to my mother today and I told my mother, I said, text her and I said this, I said, Mary V, I want to tell you I love you because you've helped so many people. So God's going to come back to help you. Because when we're able to give to other people, God shows up to say, hey, it's your season, it's your time. I was calling my brother last night and something told me to tell him this. I said, JD, first of all, be grateful, but more importantly, as a coach, now fill in the blank, what's next? Because he always said he wanted to be a coach for university or college. So if that's part of your story and that's what you want to do, you have a great resume. So again, we all have resumes in our life. Whatever seems to be bad, it's actually good because it's just part of your story. So I want to ask Penny to give me 2 words, and I'm going to sing something with those 2 words.
Okay, well, just remember that it's 11:50, so
It'll be quick.
It's almost time to do our round table. Also,
Okay.
So the 2 words that I give today is, let's see, delight and truth.
Delight and truth to stay, in the truth to be delighted each day. Delight each day, we will be the truth to stay, each day to be the light each day. Now we can have the round table, starting with you, Andre. Andrew, round table. Oh, Penny, Penny, I'll give it back to you. First of all, I want to say thank you for everyone being part of this group today. It really helped me, and I hope to help each one of you, whoever can get this message, that it can help them also. So I want to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you, thank you. What I've learned from today, and what I will take upon these lessons that we have talked about, is that our character is something that is strong. It does mean a lot. I am is really a calling to understand yourself. A difference from understanding what we are going through, which we are always going through something. So to be able to balance the two with this type of conversation, as usual, you know, I love the knowledge, and I gained more, and I'm looking forward to another one.
Thank you. How about you, Harriet? What's your round table for today?
It's been an eye-opener for me, because the questions that Forrest asked gave me, it kind of jarred my thought processes into thinking about things that I had never really thought about, not consciously anyway, maybe subconsciously, but not consciously. And I'm going to have to go back and listen to this whole session again once it's on YouTube, because there was a lot of things that Forrest asked that I had not, as I said, consciously thought about. And they were things that I really need to think about and perhaps act on.
Thank you. Well, I'll go next. What I got from this session today is, you know, the ability to grow. That it is our responsibility to grow all the time, and that's a level of consciousness that I always want to be in pursuit of. I don't want it just to, you know, to happen to me. I don't want it to be reactionary anymore. I want it to, you know, I want to practice growth. And, you know, thinking of who I am, not only this personality, but the inner being of who of myself, and how these two, I guess I want to say entities merge, how they come together, and how they are in alignment, so that when I am around people, that people notice who I am. And they won't only see the personality aspect of me. They won't just say, okay, well, that's her. They'll say, oh, you know, the vibrations that come from her are so godlike. The spirit that comes from her is so healing. The energy that she transcends is you know, is powerful. I can touch it, I can feel it, I can even taste it. So those are the things that I want to continue to grow in. So this was a really good session today. So thank you, Forrest. And what about you? What did you, what are you, what was your roundtable for today?
Well, my round table is when I woke up this morning, I was thinking, well, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? I was having all these thoughts of what. And today it all came to perfect. It was actually, I thought it was a good session that I was able to let God just guide me and just said, just show up and just let God use me. And God was actually able to use me. So I'm thankful to God that He has allowed me to talk to each one of you today. And part of my life, it makes me a better person. I want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, this was a really, really good session today. I really enjoyed it. And I hope to see you all next week because we do this every Thursday at 11. So, mark it on your calendars. And this, so as this is something that we can just stay focused, to help us stay focused, to help us grow in. Now tonight from 7 to 8:30, we will be finishing up the book of Gnosis, the introduction to Gnosis. That's with Reverend Sakina. I think we might have like 2 more chapters, so we might get finished tonight. I don't know, it's a possibility. Actually, I hope so. Actually, I hope we get finished with this book because I'm ready to be finished with this author. So I'm looking forward to so come tonight from 7 to 8:30. And also on Saturday, Andre is going to be doing the book of Enoch from 2 to 4.
Okay.
And on Sunday, we will have Reverend Sakina. She will be instructing us on the science of mind.
What time?
Science of mind is from 2 to 4 on
Okay,
Sunday.
okay.
Yes. So Saturday on Sunday, 2 to 4. Saturday is the book of Enoch. Sunday is the science of mind. So please join us tonight, Saturday or Sunday, or all
And
of
I
them.
want to say thank you to everyone.
Okay, thank you. Would anyone like to close out in prayer? I'm sorry. Say that again for us.
It's 2 o'clock today, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Today at 2 o'clock?
No, 7 o'clock tonight.
7, okay, gotcha, okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
It's
7
7.
o'clock tonight. Yeah, the introduction to Gnosis. Yeah, so would anyone like to close us out in prayer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Can
go ahead.
Can Andre close us with a prayer?
Yeah, not a problem. Heavenly Father, once again, we thank you for another day. We thank you for the blessings that you've given us. We thank you for the strength and the knowledge of I am that you have given us for us to go out in the world and know who we are, how we move, and how to affect and change the things that we want to change. With all this said, amen.
Amen.
Have a great day.
Okay, everybody. See you tonight. Love you.
Okay, see you later.
Love you all.
Love you too.
Where is that? I can't find the thing. What did I do with it? Gotta stop the recording. Oh, here we go.